So, let's see. Let's see what's happening. Hopefully, the screen will start. Hopefully, and so on. Soon, at least. So, yes. Hello. Hello. Oh, 9 people waiting. This is the record, but this is also one of the few times I have scheduled this and waited a little bit, and I also announced it quite a while ago. So, thank you all for waiting and so on. So yes, this is going to be a short session, short, short session. I always say, but I need to listen if the audio is okay. Do I hear myself? Yeah, it sounds okay in my ears. The little I heard at least. So the thing is, a short session about all and nothing as usual, and in the end, of course, I like you when you are active in the chat. So please be that. If you watching, don't be shy. If you have some questions or whatever it may be, just throw them out there, and I answer if there is something to answer, and if I don't find it appropriate and so on, I don't answer. That's how simple it is. Yes, it is. Nothing more than that. So I always at least try to start with weather, and the weather is, I wouldn't say insane, but it's really strange. I've been talking about it earlier and also and so on, but it is really strange. What do I mean? I mean that from late May and the whole, late May, two last weeks in May, from that and through the whole June, we had almost not a single drop of rain. We had like 1 or 2 days that we like, oh, it's going to rain, and it stopped. It was super little, and it's super dry. Then forest fires and all that. Then July came, and that almost rained away. And we have beaten, some cities has beaten the rain record for July. We had lots of rain, and August has also started with lots of rain. And when I say lots of rain, I don't mean it has been only raining many days straight. It sometimes has been like the sky has opened, and like, those thunderstorms, you have really lots of rain. But this has been without thunderstorms, and it hasn't like those times. It's often is like 2 minutes or so, and then it starts to normalize and be just raining normally. But this has been crazy amount, long periods, and we had floodings and so on. Now it has been a couple of days. We had some slightly rain the other day, but we had 2 days now with broken clouds, partially cloudy or broken clouds and so on. And the sun has, now we have a yellow warning for heavy rain almost over whole Sweden. We had red warnings for high flow in some areas because it has rained so much now. So dams and stuff, the water depots and rivers and lakes are getting flooded, and the ground is now, it can't take up so much. If it starts heavy rain, um, it can't suck it up, so it's going to be flooding and so on at some places. It has started in South Sweden a little bit. I can maybe show. Yeah, let's see if I can show a little bit what I'm talking about, as a Canadian would have said. About. So let's just see here, and I will see. Yeah, we can do this, and yeah, here I will show this. This is the map that I'm using. That this is our meteorological institute. I have it in Swedish, of course. This is, I will update this because this is in south part. There are the yellow warning starts today and will. So this is just the pre-rain that comes in now. But you see here, this is coming closer. This is my area, and it doesn't show. This is only Nordic countries that will be shown. So there could be lots of behind here coming. So, and we see also a thunderstorm coming closer here. And yes, I can show this down here. That's where I were living before I moved back up north. And this is Denmark. So it goes a ferry over here every 15, I think it's 15 minutes summertime and 20 minutes, every 20 minutes. There are two ferries, so they meet each other. So, and then I could take the train and go to by train over here, and then I were in Copenhagen. So yeah, so that was really close, and many did go over to Germany this way. Also, they took the ferry and go, and then they went over here to, or no, sorry, no, over here to Germany and so on. So it was quite close to Europe, down to the rest of Europe. But now I live up here. Oh, where am I? I can, of course, do like that. Here I am. So it's quite far. But as you can see, it's in the middle of Sweden. It's called the northern part because it's more north, but this is quite in the middle of Sweden. The middle of Sweden is in this area. So that's the exact middle of Sweden. Sweden is quite big, much bigger than many may expect. If you took Sweden up here and cut it up, it would be the biggest country in Europe, because yeah, that would cover, if you take this, it would cover a whole Denmark or down to Italy and so on, because it is much bigger than, but we don't have that many living here. There is room for more. So you're always welcome to come here. Yeah. So that is, and we can go here. We have red warnings also. Here you see the warnings now. That is today. The warnings. It's going to be. Yeah, it's all about the rain. Rain, like really heavy rain. When it comes to Monday, you see it covers almost the whole Sweden, even our area, and on Tuesday as well. And then it also starts to be high floods, much water in those areas as well. And the warning on Wednesday is only for the high water. So yeah, the temperature we're having now around maybe 17 degrees or around 18 maybe. I don't know exactly. I don't going to go and check either. Now we have done all the weather stuff that I used to do in the beginning, and also you had a little view of how Sweden looks like. For I noticed that many. I'm not meaning anything bad about this, but this is particularly people in the United States. I've seen lots and lots of this. So yeah, it's some truth behind it. They go around and with a map and ask them to point out certain countries and oh my God, doesn't anyone know anything over there about the world? And the most fun part is when they like ask them to point out something in United States, and they don't even like, what? Is Washington something? No, that's in Canada. Oh, no, that was over exaggerating, but yeah. What else? Yep. So as I said, I don't mean anything bad with it, but it's surprisingly. I am no way expert about where countries in geographics and so on, but I know that Africa is a continent and it isn't located in Canada, for example, or whatever. So, but yeah, it's how it is. So that's now people have seen our part of at least the map. There is one thing I need to say when we're talking about geographics. There is I don't understand this. I will never understand it. Because, yeah, we have the flat earther and all that. And the new thing is now to say that Finland doesn't exist. Yes. There are truly people now from United States that think that Finland doesn't exist. It's Japan. They claim it's Japan that have made that country up on the map so they can be there fishing. It's just water where Finland is. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Some people now believe that Finland is a made-up country by Japan. They have put it on the map so they can be there fishing and no one will disturb them. I need to take this up on this window up again. Sorry, because so there is really people. Let's go back to that little map. I think where is it? Oh, I need to go even back further. Let's see if we can use that map. So they are believing that this country here that is bordering, I've been walking over to Finland, so I can promise you if this exists. That's also why they joined NATO, because they are through Russia. So they mean, but some people mean that here's Japan. So Japan has made this country up, and that is really only water. So these Japanese go around all the way through Russia, yeah, or over here in this, over here. I know this map, maybe I can. They go over here in that, around this whole Russia, over to the North Pole, and goes around down here, through this little into the Baltic Sea and fish here, because as they believe then there is only water here, and then they go back to Japan over here. So even if it was made up, even if it wasn't, if it was true that this was, do they really? It just shows that how dumb some people can actually be when they truly believe this. that this is a made-up country. It's not like, yeah. First of all, the whole world would be into this, and yeah, we create this face, and Japan, yeah, no one, not even Russian, not even with Swedes that are bordering to that country, we all should lie and deny, yeah, but Finland is there. And not only that, it shows that they don't know where Japan is, because, hey, it's quite a distance, Russia and Asia and all that. This is the Asian part of we have the Philippines down here and so on. They go whole the way around that, or go this way around Africa, almost down to the South Pole, going around this area and go that way to fish here. Yeah, you understand how crazy it is. But yeah, some people truly believe that. It's fascinating, to be honest. It's fascinating. So yeah, enough with that. But I needed to mention that when we now spoke about the maps and so on. It seems like some people must have some conspiracy theory to believe in. If it's like, I don't believe in God, but I believe in this. They need to have some strange things to believe in, and if that's what's needed for their life, go ahead. Don't just talk to me about it, because. But that's how it is. What else do I have to mention this today on this little stream that I was saying it's going to be a short one? Well, we had some sad news. We have when it comes to the channel, let's talk about the channel. We have some sad news. First of all, we are sad that Cindy are leaving. Well, she, and one of the reasons, the main reason is she can't stream that much, and she hadn't streamed that much before, and we had talked about it and so on, because after all, this channel is about streaming and we want activity. We before we had Juliet that streamed like once a month or twice, or yeah, now but let's say 5 times per month and so on, and that complicates things when we are going to do some when we're going to do the split on the share on the earnings. It complicates. I don't want to have complicated. I want to have 50-50 for you guys and so on, because I can't put so much effort into okay, you stream 5 hours and you stream 150 hours and so on. I want to have it smooth, and we discussed that, but sadly now it shows that she can't stream while working anymore. They have said no, no. She were allowed to do that from the beginning, but now they have said no, you can't do, and that means she will not stream anything at all, almost, and so on, or very, very little. So we have agreement. Yeah, and she, of course, who knows if things change in the future. She may be back. It's not like we thrown her out or anything. It's just that she can't stream now that much at all. So that's the story behind that. And if the future, yes. So because I have 4 slots, four. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That finger is a little strange. I've cut myself once, so I can't bend it as I should. Well, just telling. So the thing is, I have 4 slots beside mine. because if I have too much, there will be no money for those to split those 4 or 5 or 6. How many it should be? 4 is the limit if it is something special agreement or so. Of course, if someone I want to join, I don't care about the money. Of course, then they can join and be the 5th one or and so. But in the but. So that is one of the sad news. I'm sorry. It takes forever for these things for me to disappear. Maybe I don't know. I'm bad skin. I'm getting old. But the thing is, that's not only. We have even. I shouldn't say sadder, but yeah. For me, that had worked for this, we have even bigger issues. For some reason, we have now, we don't earn much. And yeah, I know this sounds like it's great, but we are working, we have worked for this and to get monetized. We are still monetized, but every single stream we get now, it started out with a few, 1 or 2 and so on. This has worked for over 1.5 months smoothly, no issues whatsoever. Then it started to be like some of Molina's stream were starting to get limited, and it was ad suitability, and that means that they couldn't they didn't find this stream suitable for most ads. So it could mean that there were going to be no ads whatsoever, or very limited. And what we earn here is mainly from the ads, because we don't have hundreds of followers, or we have lots of followers, subscribers. We're over 7,000 now, but we don't have that much members. And we don't get lots of gifts. The big channels that has lots of gifts and lots of paying subscribers, they get their income from that mostly, because but we almost only get from the ads that are displayed. Now we don't get any ads because it is limited. I can and I can check now, just because I started this. No, this one is still not being limited for some reason. That's insane. But now it is on almost every stream, and I need to go in and I can ask for a human review on the streams. And but and when they do that, to 95%, as they have done already, they say, yeah, it's no problem found, and they allow. But that's too late for us, because this channel is all about the live streams. And as I said before, no one, or very, very few, maybe not even 1%, less than 1% will go back and check a 24-hour recorded stream and watch it that long that the ads will show on it. So maybe they can go in and scroll through it, like, and check, if it's wasn't that, didn't that happen in this stream? You know, that kind of thing may occur, but really rarely. So that means our earnings now are dropping. And I've been in contact with the support twice, but sadly, I get some standard answers, and I try to explain this must be something wrong. But yeah, after the second time, I felt like I can't fight this. When they don't listen, and it would be one thing if they created a case and so on, and maybe take contact once more when I feel like, yeah, now I can handle it, take it, because yeah, I have lots of other things also to do. I do work and all that, but I maybe take and ask if I can, how I can get in touch with someone without the first line, because the first line, it was almost identical answers. It's like cut and paste, and yeah, we are sorry about that. Yes, we know our system isn't perfect, but, and I told them this is something that annoys me. If I telling that I know all this, but it doesn't help that we request a review, something must have been wrong, because we haven't changed anything. We are doing the same setup, we are doing the same kind of content we stream. Nothing has changed, and it works perfectly 1.5 months or even more. But now it doesn't work. We have this issue, and it just takes a minute or two after starting a stream, then we need, oh, it's limited. So there must be some change somewhere, and so maybe I will take contact with them once more and try to see if there is any way that I can get in contact through mail or whatever with the next level of the support, because they will not do anything this first line. They will just tell me exactly the same things once more. They are just there to say, look at this and be sure to do follow that and this. Yeah, but they don't even trying to understand what the problem, because they just there to give you the first. Yeah, same answer. I think they use scripts and stuff. And the last one even dropped, like I was trying, I explained, yeah, but there must be, and then he said, yeah, thank you for contacting us, goodbye, hi, bro, and dropped from the chat. And I weren't unpolite or anything. It just, she just dropped out. But I guess I will not be able to get in contact with anyone else and so on. We will see. But it is a problem for us now. And I must say, for me, it's not a problem for me. It's a problem for me because I've worked for this and I put effort in, but I manage. But I am thinking about, yeah, Melinda and Cindy and all the other camps that may be here, because the little income we get to the channel that is splitted is helping them, and it also helps me to have some extra money, of course, because I am living on, I don't have much money at all at this time, at this moment. But also I can use that to maybe improve other streams by, okay, now I got enough, let's buy a new camera for that place. Or I can buy a camera and put in some nature cameras and so on. This cost me also, so of course it helps me and helps the channel. And helping the channel, we try to grow the channel for you guys out there. That's what we're doing. We are here for you. We are not here for ourselves. Well, a little maybe, but we are here because we like when you're coming into our lives and see how we have and so on. That's the meaning. That's why we were on SpiedLife. At least me and Molina, we are the only ones, but we have started to talk today about another one that maybe we will see. We have just started the discussion and checked a little bit. We haven't asked yet and so on, but we have at least initiated a little plan for maybe another one to take Cindy's place. We just need to get the phone back and stuff like that, and check things out a little bit. And then we will ask this person if she wants to join and so on. We will see. We will see what that leads to. I will not say that it will come a new camera. It will at some point, but we have initiated some thoughts about. We have one that we maybe could be interested, but I also have I have some like standard they need to meet. There is a agreement and all that. I don't want to have this again with when someone streams like once a month, I guess, or few times per month, like, and so on. I want someone that they don't need to stream every day or 24/7, but they need to stream at least a few hours per week. There is a limit how little low they can go with streaming. But yeah, those kind of things. That is so we have maybe there could be quite, and if that is okay, I think that could be quite in the near future. If the phone, when we get the phone back and so on, and I'll check so it works, and this if this person like feel yeah it's something for me, then maybe we have a new camera up and running in the near future, knock on wood. Remember, the chat is for you. You can write things in the chat. You can ask questions and so on. For me, I can also inform. I can inform that we are also. I am also now starting sometime next week. I will need to go more to office, at least for a period. I will work limited from home. That's because it. First of all, it was said, "Oh, you need to start next week, this week that comes now." But we had a meeting, me and a colleague and my boss, and then after a while, yeah, but no, maybe you could work from home this week also. But I said I will go to office half days. So this is how it going to be in the future. I don't, at least for into September somewhere, that because my colleague at this office has vacation now, and he has been sick a lot. There is issues, so, and now they still have vacation, lots of vacations still, but they are now coming back more and more, and there is new orders from computers and so on. So it needs to be someone at the office that can, even if it's not my main work, that could help and assist a little bit if something occurs for the users. So I will. It will be like I'm going to work. I said, yeah, but I'm going to do like this. I work from home at the mornings until lunch. At lunch, I will take the bus to the office. So, and that will start from Wednesday this week, because my colleague that works, and that's my, let's try to explain that. I have two friends that one of them was the one that, hey, hire him. I've been hired from within. They have recommended me. And they are two brothers, Jerry and Henry. Jerry is the one, that's the friend I have been mostly, yeah, when we were younger, we hang out a lot. Um, and he is the one that works at the office where I work in Kramfors. But he has a twin brother, Henry, that works in another town at the same company, Folksam. We are giving support to Folksam, um, and he works in Sundsvall. Um, so now he will come up to Kramfors next week from Wednesday and help out. They have done that all when I were not hired, when I didn't work it. They always like, okay, I take vacation now, and then I cover for you when you're having your. They did like that. But now he's coming up, and I will go there. He will come up from Wednesday, and I will go there also, even if I didn't need to go this week, as my boss said. Like, I will go there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, just to make sure I know the routines, what could occur, because I do other things in this company. I am level 2 support. I don't normally have contact with users, and I don't know all about the softwares and all that they use and so on. So I need a little heads up on that, even if Jerry has helped me. See, but I haven't done that, so of course then I don't remember everything. So a little heads up. But after that, I will work half days at office, at least until September. And that means I will be also limited on the streaming. Maybe I stream a little bit in the morning and I have balcony cam or whatever on when I at work. And maybe sometimes I can be mobile stream from office when it's suitable. But it will be limited because that's how it is. So that's also some information, so all know what's going on and so on, because I like to share these things with you. I know some of you don't care at all about this, but I'm telling these things for those that do. I know some are interested that, what's happening in, because they follow the whole journey, and they followed even from SpiedLife so now they've seen this channel builds up, and it could be quite interesting for some. Even those boring details about, we didn't earn and blah, 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 this is happening. So, no questions asked in the chat as far as I can see. But I want to also say something to all of you that would be great, because this is an important algorithm. If you visit us, if you visit any of us here, Melina or me or whoever may as well be here streaming, if you visit and watch, and you do it now and then, and you kind of like it, you don't need to love it, but do press that like button on the streams. Please do that, because that helps much more than you expect, because everything like shares and likes and so on, even if you say something in the chat, all is counted in the algorithm. It's not only the view hours and views and how many subscribers you have. It's also about every likes, and so do count. So if you get 10 likes on a stream, that will be ranked higher and that helps the channel to grow, because that means it will be put out more on like on end of the other streams, and be put up higher in the ranking of if I go to this category that we are in now, we are like people and blogs. That's the yeah, that's the most suitable category for us. That means if you have lots of likes and stuff, not only views, that will be shown higher up when they go through. Oh, what is here? So everything, that's also, you've seen it all the way, and you are annoyed over it, as so many. I'm sure many of you are annoyed. Oh, every streamer here on YouTube, like, press that subscribe, press that like button, but they do it for a reason. They beg for those favors for a reason, and so do I now. That's why I'm saying, if it didn't, and of course it's fun for us also to see, oh, we had 10 people liking the stream, and so on. So it is an important thing for, not only for our motivation, it is also important for the algorithms of the channel. I just wanted to explain that, because I don't really like to ask for it, but now at least why, what's happened a little bit when you press that like button. Oh, this like may help a little, and that like, and it does help. It's not magic, but every single activity that we get like that, views, combined views, view hour, how long you look at it, the streams. If you press the share button and share it, which we also are like, because then others can find us that maybe also like it. We share so much other things, good and bad, so why not share this also? But the likes button do more than many things. So remember that wherever you go on YouTube, that okay, I like this, press the like button. It helps them in many ways, especially motivation. With that said, since no one is saying anything, I will give it a few minutes. I've been streaming for 43 minutes now. Oh my, that's my short ones. But still, it's not an hour. And I don't think I have. Yes, I can mention also, I saw I think it was yesterday, they came in and said that they liked the music. And so I know the music I have on the stream, it's just some simple things I made for having in the background of the streams. And I know it can be like monotone, and because you heard it again and again, it's limited. And I promise I will try to make a few new songs in different styles and genres and add it there. But I haven't really got the energy, and I haven't been in music making mood for a little while. But I will try to do it. I have as you can see in the back here, the guitar. And I have a bass, bass. Not a bass, bass. Bass is a fish. Okay, I have that. Boom, boom, boom. So the guitar, that even misses a string and has done so for several months now. I even have bought new strings. It's in the kitchen. I haven't got, But I make music. I make music with samples, and I have recorded stuff and so on. So, but I haven't just telling that that my mood for music has. But also, yeah, I can mention that maybe some of you have seen that I started also sometimes to stream from my one of my hobbies. That is ham radio. So that will occur now and then also, because there is a mode, a special mode on ham radio. There is lots of digital modes. Digital modes mean you need to have a computer hooked up to the radio, and there are special software for every digital modes. You can even send pictures and so on. But you hook up a computer to the radio, run a special software, depending on what's mode, and then you transmit that with the radio into the airwaves, and some other radio amateur with his station picks up that signal through the air down to the radio into the computer, and he decodes it. And then he can answer and send back, and we're talking through digital modes. And there is one mode that is really awesome because it's called a weak signal mode. It doesn't mean you need to send it with low power, but many confuses that. But we don't need to go too far into details. It's called FT8, and that is an awesome mode because the problem is with radio signals, there is lots of in the atmosphere that needs to be good propagations. The Earth has the atmosphere in different layers. We don't just have one atmosphere; it's different layers, and some layers are used on some band is called like megahertz, the frequencies, and another frequency bounce off, go through the first layer but hits the second one. It's, yeah, as I said, I will not go too deep into it. But this mode is really good because it can be heard. Your ears maybe not even hear the signal because you can have lots of noise. Neighbors and electronics nowadays, cheap Chinese chargers and so, they are sending out a fog of interference. You never will hear that because you don't know that. You buy them. Oh, this was $1 for this charger. Yeah, it will maybe burn in 2 days, but that's the one thing. It's a really low quality product. And they cheat a lot with it. Should here in Europe and Sweden we have like they need a special branding, a mark that it gone through testing, and they should have like it must gone through that to be even be sold there, but they fake that and so on. So the thing is, nowadays there is a lot of interference, and some people can't work this radio anymore. They live in a city where it's like it's so high level of noise that they can't even hear a person calling, or they can't even hear the CW, the dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. But this mode can, even if you don't hear it, you have super hearing, but you don't hear that signal because there's so much noise. It can be picked up by the radio, and because so many uses that. And that is the mode I have put out there because it's also good for propagation to see, okay, is this band open, as we say? Open means that we can use it, we reach far. Sometimes like it can be closed because now there is something in the atmosphere, it doesn't click now, it can be a roar or whatever. So this mode, FT8, is what I have been putting up a few days, mostly because I have also a new antenna for 2 bands. So now I check it. I have it on over the night and so on, and see what I capture and what I hearing. Sometimes, like yesterday, I also do the conversation contacts. I made 200 contacts in 2 hours, and each one takes around. If you have this conversation in this mode, it takes almost 4 or 5 minutes. So couldn't do more than that. Almost, it was quite much. Yes. So I just wanted to explain what you see and on when that is up. And also I know that many are interested in radio communications that visit there and so on. And yeah. So that also I wanted to explain when I was here. Yes, now I will, and hi Molina, thank you for tuning in and watching there. I hope you followed from the beginning when I talked about the channel, so, but you can always watch it afterwards, if not. So I will say, I will say goodbye. If no one has anything, a question or any comment at all, I'll give you like 30, 40 seconds or so. I drink some cola. Well, to be honest, this is a mix. It's cola, zero, with Sprite, sugar-free. It's a little mix. One I often do, well, I used to do it often, is the mix of cola and Fanta. It's also, there is a, or it was, I don't think we can get it here now. It's sold to a little black orange, it was called. Sometimes it's, but if you want to try a mix, try, I kind of love it. It's cola, and you take, it doesn't need to be Coca-Cola. Some other brands also work, but I prefer the Coca-Cola. Not sponsored. And then you use Fanta Tropic. Those, it's a perfect mix. And I don't say take 50% that and so. That is up to your taste. You need to find the right combo for your taste. But I love it. I often take more cola and top it up. Top it up. Like I can maybe take like this, a little more cola than this, and then top it up with Fanta Tropic. Hi there, Hazel. And yeah, thank you, Hazel, for being a member. And thank you, Will, for being a member. If you're here watching. So I want to say thank you for all members. I will thank Maria. The new ones this month is Maria and Hazel. Ta-da! Thank you both for that. It helps us a lot with memberships, more than you can expect. And also, I will give a shout out for the 2 month subscribers or members or supporter, whatever you want to call yourself. I call you awesome. It's Sandra, Will, and Billy, and also Cinderella, which is, I also said, well, but why did you, but she wants to. So, and I'm not going to argue about that. She is also 2 months. So we have 4 people that has been member now for 2 months. And don't forget, when you get like 2 months, 3 months, and so on, you will have a special chat message you can use for free to celebrate. It's a sticker. You can use it to celebrate your 2 months. But yes, so I will give a shout out for. I give a ta-da for the 2 months. Billy, Cinderella, Will, and Sandra. I will give a ta-da for the first month. Maria and Hazel. We have also, I don't know, we have a member also, Ulf. That's my friend. I don't know if he's on 1 month, but I don't know if he has or he is going to time out now. And when with time out, I mean if he is renewing or not. It takes a while. If the people don't renew, it takes a while for it to be seen. We have a few that hasn't renewed also. But yes, thank you all for the support. It is really appreciated by all of us. And by all of us now, I mean Malin and me, because now we're back to 2. But we will be more. So stick around. You will get more cameras in the future as well. We have one that we maybe, as I mentioned, we have maybe one that will come up. Now, I will finish this. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and bye-dee, 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 bye.